everyone, this is Tiffany from Tiffany Colors. It's that time of the month again, time to show my completed pages. I'm not exactly sure how many pages I completed this month, considering this book right here, I've almost completed the whole book in 1 month. I've enjoyed this book very much, and I think I've got like 3 or 4 pages left in it, but I'll show you all of those. A page from this book was actually done in March, and I completely forgot to put it in my March completed pages, so it will be in with the Aprils. So yeah, let me push this aside and we will get started. So the first page I want to show you, like I said, was from last month. It's out of Hannah Lynn's Enchanted Faces pocket size, and it was this page right here. This beautiful page of a night sky in the background, and I wanted to give the clouds a nice rainbow color. I really like how her hair turned out and her eyes. So this was actually done on March 7th. I used Prismacolor pencils, I believe, for majority of this, and maybe, yeah, just a little bit of alcohol marker, but majority of it's done with Prismacolors. So that's the first completed page. Now I will show you all the pages I completed out of Women's World by Kira Shershniva. This is one of my first glossy color by color books that I've got from her, and I just had a ball. I did this from front to back, so the first page I completed on April 2nd. I believe I might have got it that day and completed. I mean, these pages go so quickly. So I'll just kind of flip through and show you all the different girls that are in here, women I should say. I had fun doing their backgrounds, doing their skin, their pretty outfits they wear. I think this one's probably my favorite out of all of them. I think because I really like the colors of her outfit and the colors of these buildings in the back. I love that it has a border around it. Very, very fun. No streaking with the markers on this really glossy paper, which is nice. Just really have fun in this book. And I believe this was my last one. Yep. So how many pages do I have left? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 pages left in that book. Next up are 3 images that I downloaded by Kelly Horton. And a couple of these are from her newest book that just came out, Darling Portraits. So this one is from one of those. I completed this on April 22nd. I really like the colors that I chose for this. I've got a little bit of metallic gel pen on there. I really like how her eyes came out. I gave her like opal. Are those opals or pearls? I think I did those in pearls. They were meant to be pearls. And I used a color palette I found on Pinterest. I really do like how it came out. For some reason, when I first looked at this, I knew I wanted to do the background in a reddish color. Why? I don't know. But I really like how this turned out. The second one is another image from her newest book, Darling Portraits. And this one I dubbed the Ice Queen. So I wanted to give her gray-blue hair and do really cool colors. She's also got some gel pen in her earrings, and yeah, I really like how all the colors really went well together in this too. And I completed this on April 11th. And the last image that I downloaded from Kelly, this was from her Patreon. And this was an Easter one at the beginning of the month. I ended up finishing this on Easter, 4/4/21. And yep, wanted to go with a darker skin tone. Gave her reddish, like purple red hair. Really liked the little lamb. Had a gem. I put a gem on her neck that's of an emerald, which is my birthstone. Did a little bit of gel pen down here, some watercolor for the background, but mostly done with markers and Prismacolors. Okay, the next book that I have here is Sagar och Sagnar by Emily Lidahl Oberg, and I completed this page. Using my Prismacolor pencils. Again, I took a color palette from Pinterest and took the colors out of that, and I love how she came out. I wanted a summer vibe, a coral, underwater, sea inspiration. Little bit of white gel pen, but all Prismacolors. Oh wait, you know what? I think I might have used, I used some Crayola Super Tips too as a base and then went over it in the Prismacolors. So yeah, like how she came out. I did her at the end of the month on April 26th. Okay, 2 more books from Kira Shershniva that I got later in the month after I was having so much fun with that Women's World one. So I got her newest one, which is called Tetris, and I believe I only completed the first page. Yeah. So this one was a little more difficult to figure out the different colors because it's such smaller spaces. But I think as I do more of these, I'll get more used to what the colors are. But I believe that's a martini glass with like a lemon wedge or something sticking out. So yeah, it's very pretty. I really do like the colors that were used in this one. So that was the only one out of Tetris. And I did 3 out of her spring book. I did this first one here on April 15th. And it's of this little bird sitting on a tree branch with some flowers in a birdhouse. Very cute. Love the colors on that one. Then I did this one on April 20th. I wish now I had done a lighter violet for the clouds. Oops, sorry, I bumped you guys. Because that dark purple really stands out, but that's all right. I still like the way it came out. And the last one is this rainbow with a tree. Beautiful, beautiful. Love, love, love this one. And that was done on, I put March 28th. No, it was April 28th. I just did this one not that long ago. So yeah, April 28th for that one. So that's all the ones I did out of there. Then, of course, I had to do one out of Joanna Basford's Worlds of Wonder. Newest coloring book, and I did this double page spread of all these cute little shops, and I really like. Now believe it or not, guys, this was mostly done with Crayola colored pencils. There's a little bit of Prismacolor and there's a little bit of Crayola Super Tips, but that whole sky is all done in the background and all the little details. I find that the Crayola colored pencils really work well on Joanna's paper. And you can keep such a sharp point with those pencils that you can get in all those tiny, tiny little details of all of her books, like those little pastries and the trees and the rocks and all that cool stuff. So yeah, I really, really like how this one came out. I finished this one on April 24th. Next up is out of Disney Stained Glass coloring book, and I completed Rapunzel. So, as you guys know, last time I used just Prismacolor pencils for my stitch page, but this time I wanted to use my markers and then put pencil over it. And so that's what I did this time. It's not quite as a stained glass effect as I was wanting, but it still came out really cute. Found an image on Pinterest and followed those colors, and yeah, I really, really like how this came out. April 18th, I finished this one. 2 more to go. Next up was Home Sweet Home by Teresa Goodrich. And I completed this page. Now, the day I colored this, I had been watching a lot of YouTube channels about decorating and walking through different farmhouse tours. And so I got the urge to pull this book out and color a page in it. So it was on April 21st. I colored this, and I really like the colors that I chose. I started out with this cabinet here, and I knew I wanted to do like a really pale sage or pale blue color. And then from there I went into the cream for the door. I knew I wanted the wood to be brown, that chair to be blue, and then I thought violet and green would kind of pull everything together. So I really do like how this came out. I used my Ohuhu markers and my Crayola colored pencils for this one. And I completed that one on April 21st. And the last one that I did for the month was out of Whimsy Girls Through the Decades by Hannah Lynn. And this was a buddy color with the lovely Philomena Booth. She has an Instagram. I suggest you go check her out. Started it on April 16th and ended it on the 17th. So it only took me a day to complete. So I'm glad I wrote down what I used. Ohuhu brush markers, Crayola pencils, Prismacolor pencils, and Jelly Roll metallic for the background area. But yeah, definitely an 80s vibe with the pink hair and the funky colors. And the background, I wanted to give it kind of an 80s or 90s vibe. But yeah, I like how she came out too. Well, guys, that's everything I've got to show you for the month of April. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing my completed pages. I'm not sure how many videos I'll get up this month. I didn't do well for April, so May's probably not going to be any better. It's such a busy month for us around here. But my favorite is to do these completed pages of the month. So I'll definitely be back with another completed pages the end of May, if I don't see you sooner. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.